Alright, so there's a drought in California, they say, and I'm single-handedly going to fix it myself, because every time I try and get this boat ready to paint, it rains. Or when I go on a Cub Scout trip with my Cub Scouts. So last week I spent hours, literally hours, taping this boat, getting it ready for paint. This week we had a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, and all that tape is for naught. So today I'll spend some more time letting this dry out and getting ready to retape, and if everything goes well, paint this deck. I want to take this time to kind of show you a totally empty deck right here. I've gotten everything off. I left the tow rail on because I didn't want to destroy it taking it off. Thought it would have been easier to paint without it on, but it's been a battle to take it off, so I'm not sure whether I'm saving time or not, but it seems to be. That lid I'm going to take off in just a few minutes as I finish this video. Some towels soaking up the water there. So I'm going to paint without that on there, clean all those rails out, and I'll paint that off the boat. It's got a different non-skid on there, non-skid pattern on the lid. You can see that up close, probably can't. Not really, but it's got a different non-skid pattern, so it's obviously not original to this boat, but it does fit real well, which leads me to believe I'll be able to eventually find one to replace that engine well lid, which never hasn't had one, so I think I'd like to put one in there eventually so we can have a complete seat back there. So this weekend I will post more videos of what it looks like over there. When we first got this boat, this little clamshell manual bilge that is right there was rotted out and broken. I replaced it, and it's been a savior for us because every time we've had rain, California's complaining we don't have any, but like I said, we've had some. We filled up that area down there, so we manually bilge that out for now until we put everything back in. I don't know if I've shot any videos lately of the inside. It's fairly empty. Just a can of denatured alcohol up there waiting to be swabbed on the deck so that we can get ready to primer. All the windows are taped off. 2-week tape my butt. 3M 2-week tape lasts about 2 minutes. So we're back in here. So there we go. So it looks like for now, there'll be more to come. And before I sign off, I wanted to show you some fiberglassing work I've been doing. Had some fiberglass up top where the water doesn't leak in if you have a problem, and I expanded my fiberglassing to down here. This is just some little filler in here to fill a low spot and some scrapes along the edge. I've been filling the scrapes there. There's some work I did last week. I don't know if you can see that with the light. Where I put some mesh in there. That was a pretty big gouge in there. I sanded that off this morning, and that's got to be one more coat of filler over that so that I can get all those little bubbles out. Some more scratches. Filled some filler in on those. There's a lot of scratches around this boat. I'm doing a lot of that filler stuff while I'm not able to paint. This crack on the transom of the boat, I filled it all in, and then I got down here and I basically sanded all that out, put some mesh in there, epoxied over the mesh, and then put some filler over that. I'm kind of curious because this actually originally all under here was where that through hole for the motor was. So I'm gonna go through and fix that up, make sure that's really strong and good. Some little scrapes on this side. You can see over here that this is what they'll look like before. I give you before on it. A little bit of filler in there. I just ran out the other day. I was just using up the last of it in there. Some scrapes over here. Another one up there. That'll get meshed, maybe, and some filler. And then filler all around so we can get all those scrapes nice and prepped and ready for paint on that side. And then I'll start working on the down below area we were painted. I found a water stripe. I've shown this video since I did the water stripe. What I thought was the original water stripe was kind of right here at this level. Maybe it was, or maybe it is, or whatever. But as I sanded down, I found a water stripe. I don't know which one I'm going to make as the water stripe now. It comes along a lot lower than what I initially anticipated. So I'm gonna have to look at some other videos of these boats to see how low these sit in the water to come up with where my water stripe's gonna be. Because it seems real low to me on that, but we'll figure it out and paint it. That's where we are for now.